never know. Don't you forget it, bro. I call you niggas out, yeah, I call you hoes. Baddest MC in the game. Y'all gonna know the name. Y'all gonna remember the name. I'm gonna tear that ass out the frame. Fuck shame. You boys can't even back the day. What, man? Y'all lanes ain't even got no game. I'm straight from the south, knock a nigga out. Without, turn the party out. Slap nigga, I'm out. Have she put you out, go and make a shout. But shit, you a dummy. Y'all niggas think you fuck with me, it's 80 sunny. Looking for them girls that got that good and cutty. She's good with it. Gonna fuck a dummy, gonna leave her coming. Gonna put in the tummy, gonna leave it running. Taste the pussy just like honey, cause you a dummy. What you want, tell me what you need. Do what you can, hit me up the street. Do you smoke some $3 with me? If you not, fuck with me, you a dummy. 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 Dummy.
Better now, thank you.
No doubt, no doubt. Same
How are
here.
you?
I'm doing okay. Just relaxing uh, after a long day of work and recording, doing my podcast thing as I
I
normally do.
completely understand because I'm recording my podcast, so I understand.
Oh, so not only I'm talking to a fellow porn star, I'm also talking to a pod mommy.
Right, so we have so much in common.
Yes. So how has your day and your week? Well, excuse me, it's been the start of the week. How was your day and your past weekend?
It was good. I saw friends over the weekend, so it's always good to like catch.
Hello, hello.
Hello?
Yeah. You went out for a second. What you were saying?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, no, okay. So we're back. We're back. We're having a little technical difficulties, listeners. So, but like you were saying about you having friends over.
Yeah, so we were just like drinking, eating, the good stuff, catching up. And then yesterday I was a guest on a podcast. So it's a good time. How was your week and
My,
start of
my
the week?
well, my weekend I was off from my job. I did a bunch of. I did record some episodes, what have you, and it's Christmas time. I had some people that had to cancel, reschedule, what have you. You know how it is with podcasting or what have you.
A hundred
And
percent.
people don't realize that podcasting is actually harder than porn, in my opinion.
Why do you say that?
Well, for one, because with porn, for example, you can keep a man's attention because you're fucking and you're sucking and this, that, and the third.
Right.
With podcasting, we have to keep their attention with conversation.
A hundred
So,
percent, but it works both ways too.
mhm. Okay, explain.
I mean, it works both ways because I'm very big on energy and the vibe and like
Mhm.
if the conversation flows then great, but it depends on both people. Like
Mhm.
if you ask a question and the guest is just like yes or no answers, it's like okay, that's not what you're on here for. Tell
Yeah.
me a story. Tell me something. Like, you know what I mean? Give me
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I hate guests that you got to pull teeth to get them to talk.
Right. And at first it's like, oh, you could ask me anything, anything. And then when the cameras are rolling, it's like they become mute. And I'm like, but I thought I could ask you anything.
I'm saying, and I think and too it even to the point that like I thought podcasts would be like a little easier. It's still the same as porn. There's a lot of editing that takes place.
Right.
Uh, Scheduling people. You can be flaked on in porn. You can be flaked on in in
Oh,
podcasting.
100%. 100%. Like, it just, flaking, I guess, is part of the game.
Yes, on both ends of the fence, which is crazy.
Right.
So,
But you know what? Shit happens, and like, I came to terms with some like shit happens, and just have to roll with the punches and everything. But I hate the people that flake and make it so obvious that they're just lying. Like,
yeah,
give me a better story.
I'm saying for real, it just be like, really, really,
Right,
I
like,
most believe this
give me
shit.
a better story.
Most definitely. So, with that being said, let me talk to my people, and we can get this interview on the road. Okay, sexy.
Absolutely.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone who's trying to start their own podcast career. All you got to do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and get a profile star podcast today. I'm your host, Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Y'all know what it is. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. Let me tell you about four wonderful sponsors that we have for this podcast. The first one being the Facebook of the LS community, lsworld.com. Next up, the hottest adult magazine on the web, eroticismmagazine.com. Next up, for you content creators, 90% profit, no hashtag issues. And for you consumers, a new place where you consume triple X content. I'm talking about xsitebunny.com. Whether you're a consumer or whether you're a content creator, either way, get a profile today. And last but not least, Avian nominated, award winning. We're talking about voiceover smut. And we're talking about sensual porn is back, baby. And guess who brought it back for you? Blush Erotica. So go to blusherotica.com, get yourself a subscription, and watch some of the hottest adult film talent perform in front of the cinematographer's camera, and also listen to some sultry words while they're fucking. And trust me, you won't be bored. It damn sure ain't corny. Also, proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. So go over to shopgwdistrict.com and buy from over 500 black-owned retailers and shops. Also, 5 days a week, every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can find me on fullyswapradio.com, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, you can find me on SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com, as well as the BGP LLC app on the SGP radio. Now, I'm going to shut up and let this sexy, gorgeous, slim, thick goodie.
Ooh, continue. Don't stop with the compliments. Don't stop.
Who now is who has a new fan in me and also a new person to crush on, introduce herself.
My name is Alana Love. I've been in the industry for about 18 years. I
Word.
was at the Bunny Ranch. Then I started in porn, and now I have my own media network along with my own podcast, Love and Laughs.
Oh my goodness! So I don't know where to begin with you. Let's begin with the Bunny Ranch.
Wherever you want. You could
Let's
begin
begin with the
any
Bunny
way,
Ranch
anyhow.
because I used to watch the Cat House all the time.
That was way before my time.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's funny, like, I watched the Cat House show, and that's how I applied for the Bunny Ranch, because I thought it was a joke. Like, I
Yeah.
started laughing. I'm like, okay. And then 10 minutes later, Dennis Half called me up. Rest in peace, Dennis Half.
Mm.
And I thought it was a joke, so I hung up on him. So he calls me up. He's like, it's not a joke. I really want you to come down.
Mm.
So that's how it all happened.
No doubt. So how was your experience at the Bunny Ranch? Because I know everyone has watched it on HBO for the season that it did. You
My
know.
first experience, because you never forget your first. You never forget your first. I
Mm.
got picked out of lineup and everything. And then, so I got picked out. We negotiated everything. I ended up being on top of him without my clothes on. I legit started crying. My anxiety went up the roof. I'm like, what
Oh
am I
God.
doing? Oh my God. So the guy paid me to leave.
Well, I mean, but it was your first time
It
actually
was my first
servicing
time. It
somebody.
was
Yeah.
my first time. So I actually left the Bunny Ranch and stuff. And then Dennis called me up and he's like, you need to give it another shot, everything like that. He flew me out. And for 3 years, 2 weeks on and off, I was there. Two
Oh
weeks
my
out of every
God.
month, I flew out from New York to the Bunny Ranch.
No doubt, no doubt. And I see that they ladies make bank up in there.
Well, when
Big
I was
time.
there, I did. I don't know how it is now,
Hmm.
but it was great money.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because
I
but
like money, so I go
shit,
where the money's at.
who don't like money? Come on, man. Shit, I feel depressed when I'm broke. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm
Yeah,
depressed
right?
now, right now, waiting on checks to fall through. So, so did you do anything along the lines of Bunny Ranch outside the Bunny Ranch?
No.
When so you only really did it with the Bunny Ranch, what have
Yeah, I like I always liked, well, before that, I didn't know anything about like the adult industry. I was in accounting and marketing on Wall Street. Plus, I was doing like the door for different nightclubs in the city and everything.
you?
So I always wanted to go the legal route
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. But kudos to everyone that does. I'm not knocking anybody or anything like that. It's just my preference.
Mm-hmm.
But and that's when after the Bunny Ranch, when I saw it dying out a little bit, because
Mm-hmm.
the internet and you had all the escort sites and everything, and it's like, why would people travel all the way out to Reno when they could have a girl at your doorstep?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I went into porn.
It's so true. So so tell me the steps that you took to break into porn.
It wasn't that many steps. Like I found I did my well, someone at the Bunny Ranch that worked at the Bunny Ranch helped me with like finding an agent or whatnot and
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then my first shot I shot with was Reality Kicks.
Ooh, big
Yes, that
time.
was
So
the
you cut your
first.
teeth big time.
Yeah, I don't do anything small. I go big or go home.
Oh, I
But
feel you on that.
but no, my anxiety again was because it's different when you do stuff behind closed doors. Like the Bunny Ranch is private and everything, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is all out in the open, and mind you, my family has no clue what I do.
Mm-hmm.
So my anxiety was going up the roof, but thankfully everyone at Reality King
Mm-hmm.
made it so easy for me and like made my nerves calm down, everything. Like they were just amazing. And after that, it was like you forget the cameras are even there.
So now, being it was your first shoot, and it wasn't just the first shoot. This was with a major company. We talking about major studio work
Right.
or what have you. Um, Tell me like some of your experience being that first time being in front of the camera, because with you because you never filmed before. Because I think
No,
at the
I never
time
filmed before.
because you
Right.
saying you been in the business what 18 years, me being in the business 15 years. There wasn't no OnlyFans.
No,
Actually,
there
girls.
wasn't any OnlyFans. There really wasn't. There really wasn't any like I when I was at the Bunny Ranch, Twitter just really started.
Yeah.
You know that I'm aging myself right now, but yeah, like
And baby, you look good for the age. You look good for
I'm
the age,
39
baby.
and I'm proud because I do
Oh
not
my,
look
you
39.
are a baby. I'm 47. You are a
Oh, you're a
baby.
baby too. Stop lying.
But because back then girls was more about the pay gig. It wasn't about content. So
Right.
nowadays a lot of girls have experience in front of the camera, may not professionally, but some experience being filmed. Versus with you, you had no experience walking in. So
Absolutely. And like I said, for me, it was I did have my anxiety, and like every time the camera was there, like I would always be staring at the camera. Meanwhile, they were telling me not to look at the cameras, but I was like, "Oops, sorry." Like, so I think it took them a couple of hours, and they got pretty aggravated with me. But then
Mhm.
they loved me. So, but they understood that what I loved the most was they understood that it was my first time.
Yeah.
So they took it easy on me as opposed to like, oh, fuck this bitch and blah 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 and everything. Like she doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah. And trust me, so people can understand, some of these producers are assholes.
Oh, 1,000%.
Oh, I can tell you some stories, girl.
Oh
God.
boy, could I like? Thankfully, I can't tell you many stories because a lot, like majority of my experiences were great.
Mm,
But and I feel lucky and blessed to have that. But
mm,
yeah, like there are some stories I could tell you.
mm. Shoot, yeah, because I remember one girl went out to California and she didn't moan enough for the producer, kicked off the set.
Real, well, yeah, the producers would kick you off, but now it's like, well, also there was a lot less people in the porn industry as
Very
there
true.
is right now.
Yeah, and there was a lot of gatekeeping going on in our day too.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
because you had to be brought in per se and groomed in many ways. Versus nowadays, they can just grab a fucking cell
Well, no,
phone
I
and
was
the
pretty much
OnlyFans.
thrown to the wolves. I remember my agent, like, my
Well, I
third
mean,
scene was anal.
but
So,
see,
yeah.
God dang, hold on. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to the anal part of that in a second. But no, but still, you was brought in because of an agent. You feel what I'm coming
Right,
from?
exactly. You needed
Lady,
to be brought in with an agent. It wasn't like now where it's like you could contact the company directly, or
yeah,
guess what? You could just be only on OnlyFans and that's it.
yeah. Because even for the mid-level people, they went through producers like myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, or what have you, who had to connect and sent them to Hollywood. You know,
Right, and it's all
period.
about who you know and not
Yeah.
what you know and everything.
So wait a second. So your first scene out the box was anal.
No, my third scene.
Your third scene. Okay. So how many? So was the anal scene with Reality Kings?
No, it was with, damn, I forgot the company. Sorry, it was a
No,
long
it's
time
all
ago.
good. Baby, you been in business 18 years. There's shoes that I done forgot about. So
Yeah,
don't feel bad.
exactly.
Do not feel bad.
But no, like all of a sudden I'm out in LA and they were like, "Oh yeah, you're doing an anal scene." I'm like, "What?" Like
Have
I
you done anal before that moment?
no.
Oh my
So
God.
I could say that like my anal was virginized on set, not even personal.
Oh my God. So how did that work out? I mean,
I
did you?
mean, honestly, thankfully, they showed me how to do the prepping and everything. So, not like I don't get messy and dirty and
Yeah.
no like poop comes out. But I was just like, oh my God, it's gonna hurt so much. But thankfully, they used the toy first on
Yeah.
me, eased my way into it. And then I was like, oh, this isn't so bad after all.
Have been doing anal ever since, huh?
I mean, you know what? I'm not opposed to it.
Oh my God. So you had shot. So how long was it before you start filming your own content? Because I'm pretty sure up to a certain, for a couple of years, you've been doing the paid gigs, working with the major companies and through the agency.
Yes. And then, I started out with OnlyFans when OnlyFans started.
Mm.
And then I didn't keep up with it. I wasn't really serious about it and everything. And then I really just reactivated my account maybe
Mm.
like, I don't know, 3 months ago.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
People, you know what
But
this means? You know what this tell us? That she was getting a lot of paid gigs.
no, I was just like, I was thinking of retiring. And then I'm like,
Mm.
the fans love me and I love my fans, so might as well keep them happy.
True, 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 true. So, so you really just started doing content.
Yeah.
See, once again, I'm gonna say this again. She was getting a lot of paid gigs. You get what I'm saying? Because for you to just start doing content, you feel me? That means that you had no need to have content. Because usually the reason why a lot of girls end up doing content in porn is because the paid gigs slow up.
Yeah,
Period.
this is true. But I was also focused on my podcast,
Mm.
making it perfect and everything, like, trying to have the life after porn, the backup thing.
Yeah. Oh my God. There we go. Prepping for retirement, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen. Prepping for
exactly.
retirement.
I mean, I still want to be in the industry. So
Mm-hmm.
therefore, like my podcast, Love and Laughs, it has hip hop artists, porn stars, models, like
Mm-hmm.
everybody that wants to come on to talk about the industry and dating in the industry and everything. You need to come on.
Oh, most definitely. I'm down. I love being a guest. Cause I'm so used to being a host. I don't get to guest too often.
I know, right? When people ask me to be a guest, I'm like, oh, me? Still? You
Yes.
like me? Like,
I'm happy. I be like, good. I ain't got to ask no questions. Even though I got to remind
right?
myself during the
I'll wait
show.
until you ask the questions.
Yeah, I got to remind myself I'm not hosting this. This is not my show, so I can't.
Right? But
I
then
gotta let them do the
sometimes,
questions.
like, you forget that you're not hosting and you still ask questions, and you're like, wait, let me take a step back.
Hey man. Oh my goodness. So because you done did the paid gigs, because we're gonna get the podcast and say because you were doing the paid gigs, what have you, and you started doing your content, you was cutting your teeth shooting high quality content.
Right?
So how did you translate that to your own content? Because we was always taught the way they see you, they need to continue seeing you that way.
Oh, 100%. But right now, I do mostly solos. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not completely out of retirement. And I do mostly like solos. Like if I'm in the tanning bed, I
Mm-hmm.
play with myself in the tanning bed, or in bed and stuff, or in the
Mm-hmm.
shower. Or if I do photo shoots, I make sure that I shoot content for OnlyFans,
Okay. Yeah, I
and
got
stuff like that. So I still like try to be creative in that aspect,
you. Mm-hmm.
but I know that it's not for a company, it's for me.
Yeah. So are you looking to do boy girl content for your
Why are you
OnlyFans?
asking? Are you offering?
I am retired now. I trust me.
Whatever. I'm retired too. So what?
It the reason it like this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100 everybody. I don't feel like paying for that TTS, and that's the main reason why my ass retired. I said, look, because
Nah, it
one,
ain't cheap. Let me tell you, it
it's
ain't
not
cheap.
cheap at all, and two, where I live at, porn stars don't frequent or come by as much. So, and then I'm sitting here paying this 300, then the girl having to flake, and I ain't got no validation.
Right.
You get what I'm
And
saying?
then you get more
So,
pissed about that than anything else.
yeah. And then now that it used to be motherfuckers didn't mind taking a health department test, or at least you had to bring at least two, 2 months worth.
Right. But
Now
now
they,
it's only the TCS.
yeah, so I'm kind of like, I'm phased out. So that's why I ain't been back.
And now I think like it became saturated, my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah. Because OnlyFans made it look like what we do is easy and anybody can do.
Right. But that's why like I have people coming up to me like, so how do I get in the porn industry? I'm like, I don't know, go on OnlyFans and see if people like you.
Yeah.
Like,
Because to be honest with you, we didn't have the one thing that they got now that we didn't have is we kind of giving them the handbook with these podcasts, with these
right.
spaces and stuff like that, because it was a guarded secret. You feel me? It
Right.
was
And
a
it was
guarded
more
secret.
taboo and everything. Now it's more open, more free and everything like that. And like back then it was just, it was just the companies, the
Yeah.
agents, and that was it. There was no OnlyFans.
Oh no.
And
And
then
they,
Pornhub came,
mhm.
and all the free porn sites and everything. So people stopped paying for porn, and that's what really killed the porn
and
industry.
see and see and see. That's the thing I be telling my listeners. We made more money back in the day than these fuckers was making now with this shit. Because like when you hear they talk about the top percentile OnlyFans, they didn't realize the whole industry was making top 1% money.
Right.
It
Because the
wasn't just
rates were
one and two
higher.
girls. Yeah, it wasn't
The
one,
rates
two.
were higher too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
my rate, like now, I would never be able to get my rate. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And like with the DVDs, you could sell that as collectibles. Now you can't sell DVDs anymore.
Oh no. And DVDs was money.
Right,
That
exactly.
was
If you
big
were on the
money.
box cover of a DVD, you know you made it.
Yeah. Because even to me, when DVDs went away, because you
I
know,
still have some of my DVDs. I'm like, I'm not giving it up. That's my memorabilia.
yeah,
Like, I'm not
yeah.
giving it up.
But see, what people don't realize, more money was made with DVDs because the reason why, because think about it, the DVDs used to be like $25, $30 a
Right,
piece.
like you can make $25, $30 and that's yours.
Yeah,
As
basically.
opposed to like selling a scene online for like 10, 20.
And you giving 40%, you kicking 40% back
Right.
or 20% back. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Period. And plus, also, there wasn't a lot back when I came in. It wasn't a lot of technology that allowed a person to be
No, it
entertained.
wasn't. Like there really wasn't, like Instagram was just starting, Twitter was just starting. So like if a person really wanted to see you, they really have to know who you are.
Yeah.
It's not like they just discovered you online. They really have to know
Mhm.
who you are.
For sure. So now back to the original question. I was like, so are you looking to do boy girl for
I
your
am,
for your
since you're
content?
not offering, I guess.
I
I'm
mean,
very
I mean, I
select.
mean, if you don't mind a health department test, hey, I'm game. I'll come back out retirement for your sexy ass shit.
I mean, if 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 it's the right person, if it's then maybe. But for
Mhm.
right now, like I'm very selective.
So it's like this. So when guys hit you up, because I always ask girls this, and this is the favorite part of the show that girls love, because they get to really talk their shit. What do a guy have to bring to the table for a line of love to say, let's do content?
Well, he has to really be in the porn industry game.
Hmm.
He really had, like, I'm not just gonna shoot with a new person
Yeah. Of
because
course. Hell no. You 18 years
right,
deep.
like they have to really be in the game. They have to be like, and for years too, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like that's that's my main thing, like because right now you everyone can say that they're a porn star just because they're on OnlyFans.
Hmm.
Just like a
Hmm.
photographer, half of these photographers, all you need is a camera and you're a photographer.
Yes, Lord. And that was even back then in the day. So
Yeah,
that
but
ain't
still
changed but
now
so
it's
much.
worse. Because now you can shoot with your iPhone and say, oh, it's a camera.
Yeah. And you kind of like me. I despise shooting on the iPhone.
Me, like, don't get me wrong. I'll take little selfies and stuff and everything like that.
Yeah.
But on a photo shoot, you better have a camera with you.
Oh yeah. Because to me, one, you can't beat the size of the lens, and two, the way a picture looks from a actual factual camera versus
It's
a cell phone.
completely different. No,
Yes, it
no
is.
question about it.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, I can't do it with a phone. And
No.
then and then depending on your phone, if you put it on what is it? Don't disturb. It might mute everything. So you got a fuck scene with no sound.
Right, exactly. Like, there's always glitches.
Yeah, or somebody might call in the middle.
Right, like, oops, sorry, hold on. Please hold.
That's
Cut.
what I said. I was like, shit, where I come from, goddamn, the phones got cut off. There was no phones on in the building.
No, we weren't allowed to have phones on the set, nothing.
None of that shit. So it's
No.
crazy how the game has just changed so much.
It
So
changed a whole lot to the point where I'm like, I can't keep up. Like, I'll be honest, I can't keep up.
I swear, cause I mean, but that, like I said, that's part of the reason why I retired. I mean, I did 400 scenes, 15 years of mail time, 20 years just in the game in general.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
so it just I never went out to Hollywood because I just didn't like the way they shot. I kind of like controlling the action myself.
Right.
Then they sit there saying, "Stop, hold that
Right. There's a
pose."
lot of cuts and goes. And
Yeah,
especially with guys, like, you always got to stay hard until that money shot.
yes, Lord. People, they used to have a white list. You wouldn't get booked if you came too fast.
Right.
Straight up,
Exactly.
straight up.
A
Yeah,
1000%.
yeah, yeah. And then I don't even want to go. And then even to the point that the way things is differently. If you came up dirty on the TTS, you was blackballed. They didn't give a fuck what it was.
But you know
Now,
what? That's not a bad thing either.
mhm,
Because at the hold on 1 second, sorry.
mhm. No, go ahead, take your time. Yeah. So what I was explaining was, when she come back in, was that they used to blackball people if they came up dirty. Now they don't really blackball. You know, they as long as they ain't coming up dirty on
Right.
a regular
You just
basis.
need a new test. That's
You know,
it.
yeah, period. But no, back in our day, that room for error was very slim. Period. Because there's a couple of porn stars now that's making a comeback because they were blackballed because of a dirty test.
Right.
Yeah,
And now it's like all you need to do is wait like 2 weeks and then take another test.
yeah.
But it's like you're doing things in your personal life. So you're
Mm-hmm.
endangering my health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, and that's something I always talk about is that one of the sacrifices that we make as porn stars is that we just can't be willy nilly sexually outside of porn. Period. Because us being clean is whether or not we make money. Period. So to me, that's where
And there's no amount of money in the world that would jeopardize my health.
most definitely you ain't never lied on that.
No,
shit,
exactly. Like,
shit
that's why
ever.
to me it's like a test is important, but at the end of the day, who knows what that person is doing in their
Mhm.
personal life the day before the shoot?
Yeah, because the test only as good as the last person you fuck, people. I keep
Right.
saying, and I keep saying that. So shoot. So with that being said, what got you into podcasting?
The pandemic actually.
Pandemic made everybody switch lanes because pandemic
I
kind
think
of
so.
hastened
I
me
think so.
retiring. But yeah,
But also, I wanted to do, like, I still wanted to be in the industry, I still wanted to keep my name and everything. So I'm like, why not have a podcast, Love and Laughs? This way I talk about the industry. I don't just have porn stars on, I have hip hop artists on, models, comedians, just anybody with a platform that wants to come on and talk about the industry and the dating scene and
yes,
just everything. The hardships of being in the industry and the hardships of dating within the industry. You know what I mean?
yes, because see, it's like when I used to look at the documentaries back in the day, they never talked about that. They talked about how you got in the industry. They talked about how they filmed, but they didn't talk about the real shit.
Right,
You know,
because I know you could say this too. It's hard dating while being in the industry.
yes, yes, it is. That's
Because
why a
even
lot
if
of
you
us,
find someone, they think that you fuck around and everything, or they try to change you, or they try to control you, or, it's just hard. Because
yeah,
you don't know if they're really rocking with you for you, or because of what you do and the fantasy, or because they want to take advantage.
yeah, because it's women more so than men, because men is more of damn, you fucking all these bitches. You
Right,
know what I'm
like you're
saying?
just a hoe.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm just old. You know what I'm saying? With females, but it's not as much as the women try to change us. It's more of they frown upon us because of what we do. While with,
Right.
with women, it's more of dudes want to date her because of it and change her because of it.
Right. And be like Captain Saberho or whatnot, or just like you're not shooting anymore. But that's how you met me.
Basically,
You know what
like
I
he met
mean?
you on the
Like that's
pole,
how
now
you
you don't
met
want you to
me.
ride the pole no damn more.
Right. Like, so I don't understand. Like now all of a sudden you're not okay with it?
Is I hate men like that because my mother told me a woman always deserves respect until she does something to be disrespected.
Right.
And she
The
told me
same
no matter
goes for guys.
yeah. And she told me every woman, no matter what she does in life, deserves respect because it doesn't just because a woman does porn doesn't make her less of a woman.
Right.
Period. So
Like you don't know the backstory.
Yeah,
Um, because everyone has a story. Like, you don't know why they chose that path, or maybe they really do enjoy it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, who are you to sit there and judge me when people that judge are doing worse than what we do?
So true. So true.
Like, there's girls that fuck just anything and everybody for what? A free meal, or to get
Or some
inside a
drinks.
club, or something. You know what I mean? At
Yeah,
least I'm doing it out in the open.
yeah. And who you hurting? Nobody. We providing a
Right.
fantasy, period. And we are more cleaner than some of the motherfuckers that y'all
A
fuck in your
thousand
personal
percent,
life.
because you know what? Majority of these people don't even know what a test is.
Man, some of these people ain't took a test in their life. They could be sitting here with goddamn so much shit they don't even know it.
Right. That, like, we're the cleanest, we're the realest. Like, I have no filter. I'll tell you exactly what I'm thinking at all times and everything. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah, because I think well, I'm glad that so many people are coming with podcasts. Because I even saw the AVN that has nominations for podcasts. Is that
yes, I'm nominated.
congratulations?
Thank you.
I ain't gonna front. I feel kind. I was like, damn, I ain't get nominated out this motherfucker. I said
You're
I ain't doing.
nominated in my book, though.
I said I got a lot more work to do.
No, when I saw that I was nominated, boy, I was so happy. I'm like, what?
Oh my god, yeah, and my homegirl Lily Craven, she's nominated as well. So, shouts out. I hope one of y'all win.
Yes.
We'll know by the time this episode drop, people we'll know who won or what have you. So the next time she come on, she won. We're gonna talk about it.
Vote now.
Oh yes, and vote often. So, but no, but like I said, is to me, I'm happy to see um so many people talking about our business.
Right.
And talk.
Me too, honestly. And not like, I used to watch documentaries, Life After Porn, and like, they would all be like, porn is like, I can't believe I've done porn, and blah blah blah, and everything like that, and just like downplaying it. Like, you've done it. Own up to
Mhm.
it. Be proud of what you did. Like, okay, and you
I
retired. Like, why are
thank
you
you,
talking shit about it now?
thank you. That was my issue with like Mia Khalif. My issue with Liz Ann is that porn afforded you the opportunities to gain more opportunities. So for you to sit here and scream that porn ruined your life, you wasn't saying that when you were getting paid.
Because honestly, I can tell you, the Bunny Ranch and the porn industry opened up so many doors for me and so many connections.
Yeah. And see, I
So
think I think
I
what it
don't
is,
regret anything that I've done. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I own up to everything, and I've done it, and I'm not going to sit there and cry about it and be like, I can't believe I've done it.
And no, what killed me is me and Khalifa sit here and cried about how porn destroyed her life, but she got OnlyFans.
Right. How do you sit there and do, like, if it destroyed your life, don't have an OnlyFans account?
Thank you. Liz Ann, she don't want sex workers to post on Twitter no more. But you got an OnlyFans and a website. And you still use porn to promote yourself. Come on, people. We gotta do better. Period. Because to me, it's like this. We're no different than Hollywood actors and actresses. We just go through with the actual sex scene.
Right. But they're
You know,
viewed more mainstream, so it's okay. But
yeah,
what about when the Hollywood actresses have sex scenes on camera?
yeah.
Just
That
because you don't show like the pussy and the dick and everything, that's okay.
yeah. But see, it's shit. Hell, Playboy don't even show pussy and dick. Ain't nobody complain about that shit.
Yeah, exactly. They used to.
Yeah, they used to. Period. But that's why I said that a lot of misconceptions that we run into, and That's the reason why I hate this era. Don't get it twisted. I'm all for the content creators having control. I got no issue with that.
Right.
But my issue is the people that's coming in, they're not understanding how this business works, how this business operates, and the
Right.
whole nine. And half the time they don't want to hear it.
Well, also one of the misconceptions is that like we just do drugs and we just party all the time and just fuck around and everything like that and blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah. I'll tell you one thing. I'm a homebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't I don't fuck around. I don't like I
Man, you know
gotta
how many
really
porn
be
stars are
into you to fuck
introverts?
around.
You know how many porn stars are introverts?
Right, exactly.
Like
Like
some of us is the most socially awkward motherfuckers you ever meet.
don't get me wrong. I know how to be social, but at the end of the day, I like staying at home.
Yeah, yeah. I like being to myself. I
Right.
don't like being around big crowds, but so much. Because
Right.
I have to.
Right, exactly. So to me, it's like people have all these misconceptions and they judge so much. And like, before you judge, look at yourself in the mirror.
Hmm. Yeah, from kink shaming
Because
to
there are
everything.
people that are not porn stars, party all day, and do this and do that and everything. So who are you to sit there and judge me?
Because they have nothing else better to do.
Right, exactly.
They have nothing else better to do. So shoot. So what's some of your favorite, most memorable guests on your podcast?
Um, I had Lisa Ann on my show.
It's funny that I mentioned her ass, but go ahead.
Which I actually love her. Um, I had Jenna Love,
Cool.
Lucy Sunflower. I had Peter Guns from Love and Hip Hop, DJ
Nice.
Drewski.
Yeah, I see
Just
why
to
you
name
got
a few.
nominated. God dang. Yeah, I see why. I see why you got nominated. You had some big names. I'm trying to get big like you.
I'll help you with that. Don't worry, I can make that happen. We
And so
help each other. It's one
no,
big family.
no doubt, no doubt. So shoot. So how do you find your guests?
Well, it, I do know a lot of my guests, so I just reached out. But
Mm,
now, a lot of the artists and stuff, thankfully, I've been blessed that they've been reaching out to me and
mm,
wanting to come on the show.
nice,
So I'm
nice.
like, ooh, I think I made it, Mama, I made it.
Yeah.
Like,
So so now what should I do? Oh, people, you know what it comes down to. This is the time where the pussies go dry, the dicks go limp. Let's talk about the business. So now the biggest misconception that we run into, and I want you to speak to this because you've been in this business 18 years. You was in this business, you just started doing content, what have you. The
right,
biggest, we dealt with the same misconception back then.
right.
The girls think they can come into the business and make a shitload of money and that it's easy and it's given to them.
It is not. You really have to work. You really have to make a name for yourself. Because in the beginning, the agents told me my rates. I had no say in it. You know what I mean? Like, they told me my rates and I had to go along with it and everything. But as soon as I started building up my name and
Mm-hmm.
people started recognizing who I am, that's when I was able to demand a lot more.
Yeah. And
But,
actually, that's how I posed it being. That your
right,
race was based off of your experience and your features.
right. And I was able to demand what scenes I would do and wouldn't do and everything. But for the OnlyFans girls that makes hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, kudos to you. Let me know how you do it. But it's hard. It's definitely not easy. Like you need to make a name for yourself. You
Mhm.
need to it's just hard work. And it's
Yeah.
not easy. People think that having sex on camera is easy. It's not.
Oh no. Oh no. Cause it's sex with a purpose. I
Right,
tell
like
everybody.
here's cut, go, stop, everything. Like fucking
Yeah.
on the staircase is not comfortable.
Oh hell's no. No. Some of the positions ain't comfortable. And then sometimes you be sore to the motherfucker afterwards. Sore. Yes, I done did scenes where my ass was sore like I been in a fight. For real. And, and then
Exactly, and like you need to be in a certain angle so the camera catches that angle and everything.
yes. And just as a man, like it was just something I be telling people, like, for example, experienced male talents know when you move the hair out the face, you use the off camera hand. Period. Anything that you do, you use off camera hand for the most part. Even if they want the side angle of the dick going in the pussy. You got the angle yourself. Use your off angle hand to grab the butt cheek, to pull the butt cheek enough
Right,
where, you know what I'm saying, to where they can see that side angle.
right,
Period.
and so it's not comfortable.
No, it is not. So now that you're doing your own content, now you're keeping up with promoting your stuff and all that. Preach to now going into promoting your own content versus I'm shooting for somebody else and I ain't even got to worry about that.
I mean, promoting my own content, obviously, it's harder. I'm not gonna lie, because back then at least I had agents promoting and everybody, like the company, promoting. Here it's just me doing all the work. So I really gotta upkeep with it and be really consistent.
Yeah.
So to anyone that wants to do it, like, you just need to be so consistent, and it's a full-time job. That's what people need to recognize. It is a full-time job. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm
It just
like,
went out for a second. You good? But go ahead.
no. So basically, what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was. Do you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you real
Oh.
good. Go ahead.
So basically, what I was just saying was, it's a full-time job, and people need to recognize that you need to be consistent and
Mm-hmm.
promote and like just always be on your shit.
Yeah. Because even with me being retired, me keeping my sites going, I have to promote the porn. Sometimes I gotta remind myself to promote the porn because I'm so busy promoting the podcast.
Right, exactly. It's not how it was back in the day that everybody was promoting it for you.
Yeah, yeah. Period. Because a lot of people don't realize that would be them having an agent because they did everything you didn't feel like doing.
Right, so it was just easy. Like, you just
Yeah,
show up, do what you have to do, and everybody else promotes it for you, and that's it. You keep it moving. Now you need to do everything on your own.
yeah. And trust me, it is not easy because
No,
editing
it is
videos is
not.
a pain in the ass. Uploading videos is a pain in the ass.
Right, exactly.
Share uploading podcast videos is a pain in the ass. God.
Right, but thankfully I love what I do, so.
Yeah. Cause I think that's the main reason why I haven't came back out of retirement because I'm a proponent of energy. And it's kind of like this, and I say it joking, but I'm dead serious. If it wasn't for podcasting, if I was male talent, half these girls wouldn't even talk to me. You feel me? So I'm blessed that through podcasting, I'm able to connect with people that I wanted to work with when I was in porn, but I got them on my show. And I kind of don't want to fuck up that energy because I'm afraid that if I do decide to come back to the business, it'll fuck up my podcast business. And I'm sorry, I'm loving this too goddamn much. I'm loving this too much. I'm sorry.
Right, and now podcast is the new wave. Like,
Yes. Yes. Cause it was just funny because even when I first got in it, there was no way to monetize shit. Now is you
you
monetize
can
like a motherfucker.
monetize so much in like so
Yeah.
many platforms.
Yeah, it's the boy that Spotify now got video. I got a subscription base on Spotify for some of y'all people.
Really? Spotify has video?
Yes, they do.
Oh
Yes, they do.
wow, I'm learning so much.
Yes, and they also offer subscription base as well. Because I didn't like Patreon too tough because Patreon won't let you post links. I hate
Oh
that shit.
wow.
Yeah, that's why I ain't fuck with Patreon too tough. And Spotify's a little bit more risque. They allow a little bit more than Patreon do. It's
Oh
just
wow, that's good.
Yeah, that's why I told you. I said the premium smoke when we get a little bit more wild and uncensored because it's behind
Yes,
the
next
wall.
time I'm back, we're gonna get like video and everything.
Oh, most definitely, and I'm damn sure looking forward to be on your show because
Yes, absolutely. We have to set it up for after the holiday.
yes, and I got me another pod mommy, an award nominated pod mommy. I know two now.
Yes, exactly. You better vote now.
Oh, I done voted out this piece. I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I voted for you. Didn't even realize that was your podcast.
Yes, yay!
I just like the name of it. I said Love and Life. Okay, that I like that.
See, it's a catchy name.
Oh, most definitely. Shoot. So, oh man. So, are you going to AVNs this year?
I am not. I'm hoping to next year.
Yeah, I hope to next year. Do you go to any of the like the Exoticas or any of the
I go to
conventions?
the one in New Jersey
Ooh, everybody go to one in New
because
Jersey.
I'm from New York, so I go to the one in New Jersey. But
That explains
it's
why I
always
rush on.
like I always love seeing my fans every
Mm.
year. Like, oh my God, we miss you. I'm like, oh, I miss you too.
So, have any companies reached out to you for shoots?
Not recently, no, but maybe after they hear your show, they'll reach back out.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Shoot. But see, these companies now because girls don't necessarily need them no more. They kind of scared to reach out. You feel what I'm
Well,
saying?
I mean, to get your name out there quicker, you should shoot with companies.
I agree. I totally agree. It's just like
Like,
an
you can
artist
still
signing
do
to a record label.
OnlyFans and stuff, but to get your name out there quicker, it's not a bad idea to shoot with companies.
Yeah. Period. And because when it builds your cachet, introduces you to a broader fan base, and it also gives you a look of a star.
Right.
Because even when I look at your pictures, everything's professional. Everything's professional. So
Thank you.
and she don't show much.
No.
She don't really show much on her on her Twitter.
No, you need to go to OnlyFans for that.
Now I'm gonna ask you this because that was a very interesting conversation I heard in the space. Should ladies show less or more on their Twitter?
I'm going to speak for myself, and I choose to show less on Twitter. Yeah, less on Twitter only because I want I want to entice the people to go on OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
If you're showing more on Twitter, then why would they join OnlyFans?
Yeah.
They already see everything.
Yeah, because it's kind of like it's like the argument where I used to have with ladies with trailers, right? Because remember we used to
Hmm.
do actual trailers, not clips of the scene. No,
No,
trailers.
that's different. That's
Yeah,
different.
you feel what I'm saying? But trailers made sense because it's kind of no different than what a movie trailer would do. You feel me?
Hmm.
But when you had the girls sitting here, they busting it open, they stick a deal on their coochie, stuff like that. To me,
Save that for OnlyFans.
yeah, because the reason why I'm saying this, for men we got no choice because the way our traffic works, we have to show that. Women
Right.
don't have to because the
Right.
simple fact of that when they're seeing it on Twitter, it's not just that they're not just gonna go to the OnlyFans and they may not spend money. They're gonna feel why should I? Because
Right. I
she
mean,
giving it.
we already see everything on Twitter. Why would why?
Yeah, because I mean, it's like I said, it's different with a trailer because 9 out of 10 our trailer had the
You're
skit.
giving them a little teaser. So that's
Yeah,
different.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Versus you sitting here for like 2 minutes shoving the dildo on your coochie, which is, and the video that they trying to purchase is 3 minutes extra of what you just showed them on Twitter.
Right. So they could basically jerk off to the 2 minutes.
Yeah. And also they expecting to see more than you just jerking off or you playing in your coochie when they go on your OnlyFans. They want to see the boy girl. They want to see different type variety, different type
Right.
scenes. Females don't realize you can boy your fan base real quick if you don't give them variety on your site.
1,000%. Like, the attention span became so less right now that you need to always keep them entertained.
Yeah. So even to the point that like I tell females, even if you're doing solos, be creative with your solos.
Right.
Just sitting there with your legs curled in the air and a dildo in your coochie, and you're not giving them a storyline. Even with, I mean, if you're wearing a schoolgirl outfit, pretend like you're the schoolgirl. If you're wearing a
Right.
nun. But I think that's the one thing that is missing from porn nowadays that's starting to come back is the storytelling aspect of things. Where we came from.
100%. Like back in the day, like there used to be a storyline and everything. Now I'm sure some girls have storylines, but
Yeah.
it's lacking.
Yeah. It's because even to the point that because a lot of motherfuckers say, well, that's vanilla. But honestly, that's what people want to come back to. Even to the point that now I'm starting to see more sensual porn popping up.
Well, you're creating a fantasy.
And that's where we got away from.
Right.
When OnlyFans came in, people went, we want the reality. No, y'all don't. Y'all want scripted reality. How I know this because y'all watch reality. Do y'all actually think those reality stars really doing that shit?
Right, exactly.
Period. And it's funny how now you're seeing more male talents want to kiss in scenes. You're seeing a little bit more pussy eating, which is something that was done back in the day. Central porn is making a comeback because people are tired of that pound, pound, pound,
Right.
hard fuck. Period. And that's totally different story. We're talking about BDSM. That's a totally different story. But we're talking about just in general. And why do you think sensual porn went away? Why do you think we lost it?
I don't even, honestly, I can't even answer that because just times changed, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's so many factors in it. Like, it would be a whole different show.
Yeah. But I think, the long story short, I think what it was that porn stars got devalued, and that was one of the things that made us great.
Right.
Was those skits, was the storytelling. And when OnlyFans became king, it took away the storytelling because now these motherfuckers just gonna make clips.
Right.
We used to film for DVDs. Now they film for clips.
Right, because now there's no DVDs anymore. So now there's no story. Now you don't need to make it a half hour long.
No. Motherfuckers getting off on 7-minute scenes, and I'm sitting here like, but then but this the kicker though. Because even like just like you were saying about the girls that's at the top 1% that making a shitload of money. It's not about that one month. It's about being consistent and consistently making money. And those girls are not consistently making the money that people think they're making.
Well, yeah, but it's all about consistency. Like you said, it's all about consistency. If you stop being consistent, then you stop making the money.
Amen. See, and there you go, people.
So
with
wise
that,
words of Alana Love.
And see, that's why I love talking to pod mommies because they really give us some hot takes. So, with that being said, we came to the end of another Smokers Lounge, and of course, you already heard that you're gonna be back. But people, I got to ask, can I call you a smoke buddy?
Of course you can. Even though I don't smoke, but I have my own rolling papers.
There you go. So, people, y'all heard it. Miss Alana Love will be back on the Smokers Lounge, and she will also be in the Premium Smoke Room. $4.99 a month. 7 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. More uncensored, more wild, more unpredictable. No telling what the girls might do or might say within the Premium Smoke Room. The only way you can find out is by subscribing. $4.99 a month. And you have to do it through my Anchor. Anchor.fm/smoke this over spelled OVA /subscription. And you can watch it on your Spotify account, which is funny as fuck because I heard Spotify supposed to completely take over Anchor. And I hope Spotify listening put a fucking subscription button on the goddamn page so they won't be hitting different links. It's just my opinion. So with that being said, Miss Love, tell everybody where they can find your podcast and where they can spend money on you.
You can find me on Instagram _Alana Love Instagram. You can find my podcast Love and Laughs on my network, alovemedia.com, Amazon, and Roku. And you could also download the app, A.Love Media, and it's for iPhone and Android as well. And you can, my OnlyFans is a lot of love, XXX.
See, there you go, people. So with that being said, like I said, we at the end of another one. You know how we always end these things. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Say goodbye to the listeners, Miss Love.
Thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to be back on. And I can't wait to be on with video next time.
Most definitely, so I can see that pretty ass face of hers.
Yes, and I can see your sexy ass too.
See, she's just making me blush right now. Bye, people.
Thank you so much.
Black Wall Street is now online, baby. That's right. Visit the GW District. Shop the very best in men's and women's apparel and accessories, home decor, office supplies, books, pantry items, and so much more. The GW District is a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media. We're both veteran and Black-owned, and we're bringing you the best online shopping experience with products made by small businesses. Come and experience the GW District difference today at shopgwdistrict.com. That's shopgwdistrict.com. The GW District, a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media.
That's right. That's right.